Well, go on, my brothers. Welcome to another podcast, man. No, I can't, I can't start a podcast like that. What's up, you guys? This is your real estate mate. Today, we're going to run through an interesting voice note that a potential buyer sent to me during the week that made me think maybe some of the other people who I don't work with yet has the same concerns and questions. So I thought I'll address it on a video on this YouTube channel where I want to be transparent. I want to give you the advice that you probably won't find from anyone else who just wants to sell you a product. Here, I want to give you all the information to help you make a very informed decision when you decide to invest in real estate in the city called Dubai. I truly believe that you have to invest in the city because it will give you the freedom, the wealth, and abundance that you are looking for. Interesting. I'm reading this book by Ryan Serhant. If you're not in the ecosystem of real estate and real estate agencies, I aspire to be like this guy. Very big inspiration for me. Really good book. But anyway, I digress. Let's jump into the profile of this client, because it would be a lot like maybe some of you watching this video. I'll give you context around why she's asking and sending a voice note like this, and maybe, just maybe, you can find some value in the answers that I gave to her concerns. Just one last thing, guys. If you do find value, subscribe to this channel. If you want to have a meeting with me, I've got a link in my description, a 30-minute meeting in my calendar. Book it out and sit with me. Come with your pre-prepared questions. Let's have a couple of those meetings to make sure that you are well informed before you make your decision to invest in any piece of investment opportunity or real estate here in Dubai. So Maxim is a potential client. I say a potential client because she hasn't bought anything from me. So we're going to and from answering her concerns and questions with regards to investing in real estate. She came through one of our marketing campaigns through Instagram or Facebook. I think it was Instagram. And I got on the phone with her immediately to find out how I can help her. And she gave me her criteria, and I'm going to break it down for you. When I got on the phone with, let's call him Max, Max said to me, Kubus, I want to buy a property that is going to be good to live in, but it also needs to be a really good investment. It also needs to be 1,100 square feet at a minimum, and it also needs to be conveniently located next to major roads or in the location where I work, which is Business Bay. So Business Bay, Maidan or JLT, because that's where her family lives and her friends live. So she wants to be close to her sort of environment, ecosystem, and her network. And JLT is right next to Sheikh Zayed Road, which she expressed is the road that she takes to go to Business Bay every time she needs to go to the office every day. So knowing that, I also asked her what her budget is, what she's looking to invest, how much she's looking to invest, and she wasn't quite clear because, as you will find out, she's a bit confused and conflicted and scared to do this actual investment because she's saved up all this cash and she wants to use this cash to buy a property for herself, and it needs to be a really good investment as well. Maxime also expressed to me that it needs to be a good quality product, like Ellington. Ellington is a top tier developer in Dubai, and she enjoys their quality. She has seen from friends who live in their buildings in JVC the quality that they have delivered, and she wants to make sure, because she's in the construction industry herself, that she buys something that's not too old. So older buildings, existing buildings that aren't, that are older than 3 years is for her not something that she would consider. It needs to be new, it needs to be modern, it needs to be good quality. You can see how that list of requirements just gets longer and longer and longer, and still we don't have any budget announced by her. So with that information Maxime gave me, I sent her options of Ellington because she was quite adamant on the Ellington quality. I said, look, in these locations that you're looking to invest, Ellington doesn't have anything that is available right now. It's all sold out. So you have to buy on the secondary market, resell, and you won't wait as long as the initial buyers before handover. There's a couple of projects that are going to hand over within a year. So I sent her Highbury in Maidan, and I also sent her Ellington House in Dubai Hills Estate. Dubai Hills Estate accessibility to Al Khail Road down to Business Bay was also good enough for her. I sent her those options, and then Maxime never responded. After a couple of days, Maxime didn't respond, and I sent her another message. I look, hey, I found another option. Select Group sent me another option. It's in Business Bay. It's a luxury building. You know their quality. You know their finishing. She's been in Dubai for quite some time. So on the conversation, she did mention Select Group. She did mention a few other developers, the quality that she liked. And I said, it's unfurnished, good quality, good investment, all of those things ticking her boxes. And Maxime didn't respond. A few days later, Maxime actually responded to my message saying, "Good morning, Quibus. Yes, I know that one. Good in size. I definitely will go for it, but the price is too high for me since I am buying with cash." Now we are getting closer to Maxime's budget, because what I've shared with her in the Highbury and the one in Maidan and the one in Dubai Hills was 2.5 million and 3 million. This is quality, good location. Every single box that I knew she had was ticked except the budget. Then I sent her the Select Group Business Bay Residence 110, 110, and that was around 1.9 million, 50,000, and she still thinks that that is expensive. So my next step was to really get down to the budget that she was working with, because we have aligned the quality, location, developer, everything aligned except the budget. So I sent her a voice note. I said, "Hey, thank you so much for responding. I know you're busy. Look, just explain to me, what do you mean about budget? If you're shopping and you're going online, in what price range are you shopping in?" And this is what she responded to, and this is how she responded. So let's listen to her voice note here.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for your feedback as well. Look, I understand the situation and the market as well. However, I do have a certain amount of cash, and it's nothing to do what I think about the prices. Yeah, it is what it is in Dubai at the moment. So either I need for drop off the prices, and I don't know, like the economy across the globe, not here at the moment, but yeah, in 2008 it also started with US market as well. So maybe if I'm lucky, then yeah, the prices will be drop a little bit. Because if I tell you the less budget, then at the moment we cannot find like the size and quality, something like that with a cheaper price. I understand that 110 square.
So basically, breaking it down, what she wants and what she can afford is two different things. So you probably found yourself in a position where you do require a 2-bedroom property, you're a cash buyer, but you're just priced out of the market. So it doesn't mean that you need to wait for the market to drop before you purchase property again. The answer is no, but let me add some context behind that. So if we look at, so this is what I advised Maxime, you are going to have to sacrifice a few things to get into the market, because by the sounds of it, Maxime, is that what you want and the money you have for it is not aligned. You're priced out of the market. So basically, she wants to wait for the market to drop down and then purchase. But let's be honest, if the market is dropping, at what point do you actually start buying? Would you start buying in a downward spiraling market? I'm guessing the answer is no. So who buys in a market that's on its way down? Well, then you're saying to yourself, well, then I'll just buy at the bottom. But what is the bottom? If we look at the price increase, the price increases over 2023, the projection was 12 to 13%. We overshot that by 40%. So that was 17% that the property values increased over a year. The prediction by Knight Frank for this year is 6 to 7%. And then if we look at the economical agenda and the urban development agenda plan for Dubai, we're probably going to overshoot that by a couple of basis points as well. So basically what Maxime is saying, and I'm using Maxime as just a general example, is that the market needs to drop at least 17% before I'm comfortable putting my money back in. Or if that's not what she's saying, is that she's waiting for that perfect property and the price of that perfect property that she's looking for to drop down to where she can actually afford it. And the likelihood of that happening, if you look at the indicators in this market, is highly unlikely. So should she just sit on the side of the market before she buys and then buy when the market drops at the bottom? Do you see the spiral that this is going into? My opinion here is, Maxime, the opportunity cost is way too much to wait. If you're going to wait for the market to drop, 13% before you purchase, you are losing the upside of the 7 that you can make when you purchase now. Also, you don't have any leverage as a tenant. Maxime is renting a property. If her financial situation should change and she can't afford it, or if she wants to increase her life, her quality of life, she has to make more income. And in today's day, if you have an executive job, you can't just start a side hustle and get, an extra 200, 300,000 as a side income. You know what I'm saying? So when you're an owner, you've got options and you can leverage this property to fulfill the needs that you have. So my advice is, Maxime, compromise on the size and the location and the purpose of this investment with the money that you have right now. Maybe buy something in a location where the rental yield is 7%, where it pays you 140,000 for the year. That's an additional 140,000 income to the income that you're earning from the job that you have right now. And if you feel the need after a year or two to buy this perfect property because the rental income that you received and the market has improved by X percentage, you can now do your calculations and see, okay, I can sell this property now. I can take the profit plus the income and I can put down a massive deposit or purchase the perfect property for herself, cash. So you have no leverage right now if you're sitting on the sidelines of the market waiting for it to come down, because the likelihood of it dropping by 20% back to 2021 prices. And by the way, 2021, there are still some people who are sitting on the side of the market because they still believe, if the market's going to come down, but for the last 2 years it hasn't. And the opportunity cost for those people they've lost out on 30% gains, still waiting for the market to drop. The likelihood is very, very slim. So that's my response, Maxime. I don't know if you've been in that situation or are in that situation right now. I've rambled through it really quickly because I'm extremely passionate about it. If you do need any more context, if you want to have a meeting with me one-on-one, there's a link in the description, takes you direct to my calendar. It gives you 30 minutes with me. Let's have a good in-depth chat to see how we can help you make a best informed decision and actually get into the market, not sitting on the sidelines of the market. This is your real estate mate. Everybody needs a mate in real estate, and I'll see you on the next video.